Hey everybody, it's Cama, founder of Total Body Transformation Camp, and in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm sitting at my desk right now, and I'm going to be answering some emails, right? And I got this one email, her name's Leah, and basically she said this: Matt, I've watched your How to Get Up Early in the Morning with Energy video, and it has really helped me. And I especially liked how you touched on the subjects of identity, because I found that I keep telling myself that I am an introvert. Interesting. Which keeps preventing me from going to the gym by myself. How can I overcome this? So I want you to know this, that every time that I'm answering a question, whether it be through email, or whether it's someone like post a comment below, or I've been getting a lot of Instagram direct messages, right? Just about health, fitness, and psychology. And one of the things that I always love doing is not just reading the question, I love reading the language behind the question. I love reading people's belief system about why this question is necessary, or people's identity, especially with Leah. The good news is that Leah, I didn't have to discover this. She basically just set it out for me. And the thing that I noticed was her saying that I am an introvert, right? Now, what's so interesting is this whole concept between introvert, extrovert, introvert. Are you an introvert or you're an extrovert? Or are you just in between? And it's interesting, there's a lot of socially constructed labels that either you give yourself or society gives you. And what's worse, what's the most dangerous thing is when you allow other people's opinions become a part of your identity. It is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Let me tell you why. Because when you allow the source of a label from another person's mouth be placed upon you and you become that identity, now you aren't in control of your destiny. You aren't in control of getting from A to Z, whatever that Z is for you. He didn't really tell me what is it you're trying to get from the gym, whether it is you want to lose weight, whether you want to tone up. Because what happens is, with these labels, being an introvert, I'm guessing, I don't know you personally, but usually what happens is, as a child, or even just growing up, labels become placed upon you, and you start to create this identity. So like, for example, you're a really quiet kid, right? You're a quiet kid. I was a very quiet kid, and with me, for example, I never used to have family members say I'm an introvert. I don't remember them saying that, but what I do remember them saying is that, Matt, you never really talk to anyone. You're really shy. Well, Matt, how come when we have like family gatherings and stuff, you don't really like talk to anyone? You never really hang with all the other kids. You're always just inside and just being by yourself. You're a really shy kid. You must have just been born that way. And then what happened was, I allowed that person's opinion become a part of my identity. And you know what's interesting? It affected the way that I went throughout my life. It affected my confidence towards other women. I could never really talk to that woman, because what's interesting with a label is that with human psychology, one of the biggest needs is to remain consistent, especially with an identity. So for me, I'm a shy person. What are some of the attributes and behaviors that a shy person does? They don't really talk to other person. They don't really jump outside of their comfort zone. So I was never jumping outside of my comfort zone, because I'm a shy kid. I need to be consistent, right? I can't go talk to that girl because I'm shy. I can't go to the gym by myself. I'm an introvert. Become aware of your labels that you place upon yourself. And one of the very first steps to change, by the way, is just awareness. Becoming aware of either patterns, habits, thought patterns, identities, labels that you hold for yourself, and that is the very first step to change, because you cannot change something unless you're aware of it. Unless you have a coach, then they're aware of it and they just change it for you, right? But basically that's what I would say. If I was to give you some actionable advice, I would give you a challenge. I would say to you, go on a 7-day challenge where you're becoming aware of the little voice in here. Because this is the most important thing. Because most people say it's all just strategy. If you want to lose weight, if you want to tone up, if you want to get yourself to the gym, it's just about knowing what to do. But sometimes you can know what to do, but you don't do what you know. And I'm not saying you, of course. I'm talking about other people who don't watch these videos, right? But sometimes you can know what to do. You can know the strategy. Strategy, people always say, if you want to lose weight, if you want to tone up, it's 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. Bullshit. Because if that strategy was true, then everybody would be fit. Because everybody knows how to lose weight. I know you may be saying, well, Matt, I don't know all the details. You know you should be moving more. You know you should be little things that you can eat better to lose weight, right? And if you say no, Matt, I truly do not know. It's probably just a story. Because right now you get out your phone and you say app health and fitness, boom, a big ass plan right in front of you. But sometimes people create these stories, identities, different values, belief systems that prevents you from going to A to Z, whatever that Z is for you. That's why I believe the true formula is 20% mechanics, or just knowing the strategy, how to train, how to eat, and so on. The 80% is going to come from mostly what I talk about on the Total Body Transformation Camp YouTube channel. And that is psychology. Because I believe if you want to get from A to Z quickly and easily, then you need to be working on this psychology side of things. Because you need to be going to the gym, but this label you're placing upon yourself is preventing you from going there. So get rid of this story. And the way that you're going to get rid of this story is becoming aware of this identity. And just gain references from other people. You just gain the reference. Me, for example, I was a very shy kid at first, and when I was growing up, right? But now, I remember when I very first understood these socially constructed labels. I was in my car, and I was listening to Tony Robbins one day, and he was talking about this whole subject of identity and how we have to remain consistent. I was like, man, that's so damn true. And then from that very second, once I just became aware, I remember it was just this big breakthrough moment, because I thought that I was shy and I was born shy. I thought that me being shy was just the way that I was. Me being this introvert, right? Me being this is just me. I cannot change this. The truth is, you can change your identity to whatever it is that you want to be. You are not constricted to one identity. You can be as flexible as you want to be. You can say to yourself right now that from this very day forward, I'm going to demand of myself to never ever say to myself that I'm stuffing my words right now. From this day forward, I'm going to say to myself that I will never place a judgment on myself that I'm an introvert. The truth is, right now, on this very second, you could say to yourself that I can be whatever I want to be. And sometimes it's okay in certain contexts to be certain labels. It's okay to be an introvert when you're first meeting someone, right? Because sometimes an introvert can be very, very beneficial. The attributes that are associated with being an introvert. Sometimes it's really good to just sit back and kind of like find out, who is this person that you're sitting across with right now? Who is this person? Let me find out a little bit more. Let me just hold myself back. Then once you get to know them a little bit, then you can just express yourself and be who you truly are. I never could do that. And I wish I had that advice when I was growing up, because I used to always have to drink alcohol to loosen myself up so I could be an extrovert, to be who I want to be around my family and so on. But when I didn't know anyone, I was just a big introvert. And find other references. That's another way to just break an identity. Find references from other people who were once an introvert and now they're just being whatever they want to be. So I really hope this video has helped you. I hope this has served you. If you do have any questions, then please post them below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And until I see you in the next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.